Okay, well, that's my plane to LA. It's currently raining here in Austin, quite hard as well. It looks like a bit of wind too, so hopefully it doesn't get delayed. Not a great way to start my trip back home, but we'll see how it works out. So hello everybody, I am leaving Texas, heading back to Guangzhou. I am in the Austin Bergstrom Airport, and I decided, you know what, I'm leaving. I won't be able to get this again, so I went and got myself a big old pretzel.
Oh my god, that pretzel was so good. Just a regular salted pretzel, then with the regular cheese sauce from Auntie Anne's, which is right here. Auntie Anne's, available in Austin Bergstrom International Airport. It's not cheap, but it's good.
Monstrous pretzel from Auntie Anne's. This thing's absolutely massive. So went ahead and got that. That's going to be my little snack before the plane. And I probably won't get one for another couple years because they don't do them in China. So just have to, you know, enjoy this one. I also got some extremely unhealthy cheese sauce, but I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be my goodbye. So, speaking of goodbyes, that's it for now. So, I will, I guess, see you later. I'm going to record the trip on the way home, too. So, that's it for now. All right, bye. Alright, so I've made it from Austin to LA safely in one piece. And now to do the last leg of my journey, which is a 13-hour flight to Guangzhou. But that will complete my journey, and then I'll be home, sweet home. Very much looking forward to that, as I'm sure you can imagine. And so yeah, in the meantime, I need to find out where I need to go. It's LAX, and as you know, I hate LAX. So I'm going to put the phone down and figure out where I need to be. So see you later. Just wanted to make mention that there was actually a really cool guy here that actually helped me not have to go security or go through security twice. Because obviously I went through security in Austin, and he actually helped me out so I didn't actually have to leave domestic arrivals and get a shuttle to international departures. So that was really cool. So I was quite happy about that. And so yeah, that was a nice little, almost trip then, oh my god. So that was a nice little surprise. So quite happy about that so far. First part of the journey's done and it's been okay. So here's to the next part of my journey.
Okay, so before we continue on with my journey back to China, I wanted to make a quick mention about this place right here. This is Panda Express. This was in LAX, and I was really hungry, and before I head back to China, and from wherever I'm coming from, I always like to get some Chinese food before I go back, because the Chinese food where we live in Guangzhou, which is in the south of China, for me, isn't all that great. The stuff I prefer is apparently only in the north, so like up by Beijing, and I guess maybe even like Shanghai, which is kind of like in the middle of the country. So I always like to stop in at like Panda Express or any kind of Chinese restaurant because they have a lot of that northern cuisine that I really, really like. So I did that here at LAX. Well, while I'm there, all of a sudden, I'm about 5 people in, and the shutters for the kitchen just close. And I was like, okay, well, you know, whatever, and, you know, I just keep going along in line, and then all of a sudden, all the other shops, you can kind of see at the side of the picture, Kentuck, and that's Kentucky Fried Chicken, and there's a whole bunch of other restaurants, and then they all start telling their customers, no, 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 we can't serve you, we have to close, because apparently there was a fire. Something happened, but Panda Express, being like so cool as they are, kept serving people, even though technically it was illegal. I was actually really, really impressed with them. So they went through and served this entire line that you can see, and actually kept serving long after everyone else had stopped. So that was really, really cool. And I just wanted to give props to Panda Express in LAX, and as much as I hate LA, as I made mention in this video, as I made mention in the first video when I was going to Texas, I hate LAX, but this Panda Express really stepped it up, and I was really, really impressed, and I was really hungry, and I really wanted my Chinese food, and they made sure that that happened, even though they could have gotten in serious trouble for doing so. So I just want to give some major props to the Panda Express in LAX. And here is the wonderful food that they provided me with. Up in the upper left-hand corner, we have Beijing beef. Upper right-hand corner, we have orange chicken. And then the big section in the bottom, that is the wonderful chow mein. I also had some tea along with that. And super awesome. So happy. Thank you, Panda Express and LAX.
Just a little something I found at LAX I thought was cool. Pretty cool.
Well, I would just like to apologize to everybody. I don't have any more footage of my trip back to China. I was absolutely exhausted. I had a really long layover from Texas to LA, and waiting in LA, I had nothing to do. I had dinner, as I told you about a moment ago, but besides that, it was basically just sitting. I talked to Ginny for a little bit, but it was just a long wait. I think it was like maybe like 6 hours or something. And so that just really wore on me, and I knew I had a big journey ahead of me, so I basically I boarded the plane, I sat down, I fell asleep. I slept through everything. The takeoff, the first meal, I slept a full 8 hours, surprisingly enough, which I never do. And I woke up, watched a couple movies, and that was it. And then I was home, so nothing too exciting. This image here is actually me when I was in the cab heading back into Guangzhou. This was about 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30, something like that. And you can kind of see in the very background, you can just start to see the city. That really tall building is the CFC, and it's the newest building in Guangzhou, and then the one to the right of it, I believe, is the IFC, and which I've talked about in previous videos. I'll leave a link in the description down below. But yeah, so it's not quite as exciting as my trip back to Texas, but overall, it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun being back home for the first time in 2.5 years. It was nice to see friends and family, and hopefully there'll be another trip in the near future. So for now, that's it. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed watching my adventures in Texas, and I guess now it's back to Asian adventures. So I hope that you will tune in with me next week. Bye. Hello everybody, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button down below and share it on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, all that different stuff. Don't forget to also leave a comment down below if you're feeling a bit chatty, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. So until next time, bye!